Hi, I'm Keith,
And I'm Mike.
and we're here to show you the Monday Both glass line factory. So, as you can see over on the side, we're just setting up some default parts to create. We're just going to create 5 of them to show you the basic operation of our factory. First thing that happens here, this is for the manual breakout station. You can see the first two sort of inline operations, the cutting and the inline breakout there, happening on the first conveyor. As it goes through, we then add a decal to it. It's one of the operations we chose to do. Just gets stamped on. It's an image that you can pick from a list that are there. You then proceed to color the glass at our painting workstation. You can select a color for that. Then gets applied onto the glass in whatever style you've selected. Of course, we wash it. Other workstation for forming cross seaming. We have all the operations selected for these default parts here, as they'll then go into the UV light and then through our lovely oven to be taken away by trucks at the end. You can also, of course, zoom in and out and scroll around the factory just by clicking and dragging somewhere on the factory floor, so you can get a better look at some of the parts, some of the operations, just so you can follow parts through. There's also a reset button you can click to reset it back to the default zoom if you found you've gone too far in or out. At the end of our last conveyor, there's the sort of barcode scanner that checks the parts, the ones it's actually receiving on the conveyor, against what the agent's expected to have. And you can see there if the part was bad, because we click break it, so it'll reject all the parts for this test run here. It'll send it into that black hole at the end and just sort of disappear out of the factory.
And here we're going to show you custom part creation. You can see that we can select a color for the glass from a selection box, and we can choose the way that the color is applied to the glass. You can do it on the top, around the border, or on the full piece of glass. And we can also apply overlay images to the glass and select how it's actually cut out. And here we can see a preview pane that was done in OpenGL that allows you to see what the glass is going to look like at the end. We can see here it's the SC logo with the top tint, and we are switching the color to full color, and now you can see that it colors the entire piece of glass. And we're going to go ahead and just create 3 of those. And in the meantime, we're going to create a new piece of glass that doesn't have the cut done and is not having a decal applied, and you can see the preview pane reflects that change. And so here we're setting a new color for a new kind of glass. And we're going to go ahead and add the Wolchinski overlay to it with the regular circle stencil. And we will make 3 others with a different color and stencil. So here we can see the overlay being applied to the glass, and the stencil in the bottom left being cut out of the glass. And now we have the glass set up so that it skips the cut glass part of the workstation and goes right into the overlay and paint part. And you can see that it goes at such a rate that the agents are able to create better throughput by sharing the load on both workstations. And we can see that happening with both the overlay workstation and the paint workstation.
So here you can see us demonstrating the trace panel part of the factory. It shows all the information that's coming out of the agents, and the transducer messages are printed as well as general factory information such as when parts are created, any errors and warnings. Factory info is printed in blue. The others are yellow and red respectively. You can see here we've removed the info and transducer messages. Perhaps you would only see the agent traces, or in this case we've removed also the conveyor and pop-up. You can filter by which agent you'd like to see as well. So here you're only seeing the robot, workstation, shuttle, and truck agents, and it'll go through and sort the list again, look at only the ones that you had selected. Then you can re-enable various things like info as you wish to see them.
And so here we're just showing off what glass looks like when it breaks. We enable this with what we call a cheat code, which just makes it to where glass generates shards of itself. While it goes down the factory line, it continues working as it did before.
This is a test we created to ram a bunch of glass together so that we could watch the results, and we thought it looked pretty good. So, enjoy.